We also have an AutoCAD drafting room where we have dual monitors set up for the students to work on AutoCAD and Civil 3D. And then we have a hand drafting room, which is a big open space with nice big Mohawk College student, and recently I got the opportunity to explore the Institute for Applied Health Sciences campus, also known as the IHS campus. This campus is located on the grounds of McMaster University and is home to both college and university health sciences education and research under one roof. Come explore with me. This mini tour. Make sure to check out our virtual tours for a closer look of our campuses.
The Mohawk College Stony Creek campus for skilled trades is more than just a beautiful building with top technology and professional facilities. It's filled with passionate faculty and staff who want to help you find your skilled trades program. In fact, you're invited to our program information event at the Stony Creek campus on Tuesday, June 7 from 4 to 7:30 p.m. to do just that.
Today is January 19, Thursday, and right now I'm already Hi, good evening, everyone. Welcome to Kanata's info session. Um, Hi, I'm Martin. I am one of the education counselors, and I'll be your host for tonight. We also have here Sir Francis. He is also one of the education counselors. So, in behalf of Kanata team, we would like to thank everyone who attended tonight for choosing to spend your Friday evening with us. It really means something to us. And also, I know that this is one big step for you to reach your Canadian dreams. And I know you're pretty much excited to get to know our partner schools tonight. So we have invited two partner schools. We have from Confederation College, and we also have from Mohawk College. Later on, we'll they'll have a time to introduce their schools, and also if you have questions, we'll have a portion wherein we get to answers those questions. Feel free to just send your questions. So just type in your questions, and then later on we will answer them. So we're also live in YouTube. So other questions will also come from the YouTube live. And just to let you know, we would also like to suggest that if you have more personal questions, it's much better if you book a consultation with us. The good thing for that naman, it is free. So we'll be sending the link here in the chat box so that you can also access it. So for the questions, it will be better if it is a general question that can benefit everyone. So later on, just feel free to post those messages or questions here so that we can answer them. So we'll start off with the school presentations. So we'll have Confederation College. We have here Miss Cristel Valenzuela. So hi, Miss Cristel. Good evening.
Hi. Yes, good evening, Sir Martin, and good evening, Sir Francis, and to the
Hi,
people of
Crystal.
Kanata. Hi, and to our lovely viewers today. I am, and I know we're live via YouTube as well. So thank you for joining us. And I believe I do have about 15 minutes, isn't it, to share my presentation. And also, I'd like to say hi to Mr. Jelson Salas of Mohawk. Always lovely to do an event with you. Okay, so let me pull out my presentation. Okay, I hope you can see my screen right now. And later on, please, we're going to address some of your questions. So do not leave this info session. We are so sure that you will receive a lot of relevant information for your study pathway in Canada. So once again, my name is Crystal, and I'm from Confederation College. What you're seeing from the screen right now is one of our campuses. So Confederation College is situated in the beautiful province of Ontario, and particularly in the northwest area. You might be curious how massive this area is. We are about a size of France, the country, the whole country itself, and double size of the Philippines. So such a massive land area. But maybe some of you are not aware that Confederation College, in fact, has 8 campuses, okay? For the longest run, we have been accommodating international students at our main campus. What you're seeing right now is the Thunder Bay City campus. But this fall 2023, we are actually accommodating international students to our regional campuses. So we have in Kenora, Fort Francis, and Dryden. Kenora, Fort Francis, they're relatively near Winnipeg, Manitoba, and all of these areas that you're seeing right now, it passes through the Trans-Canada Highway, which is the biggest highway in Canada, wherein different provinces go through this highway. So bottom line, our areas are gateway to different location. So speaking of which, let's figure out why Confederation College. We have another option, Mohawk College, which is a fantastic option. Now I'm going to illustrate the 5 major pillars that we have. First is location, followed by affordability. Next is admissions, student support, and reputation. And I hope you will agree with me that all of these elements are important. Okay, so let's jump into the first aspect, which is location. Thunder Bay City, particularly where our main campus, it has a vibrant community. So this brings out all the elements for you to navigate through within the city, and you want to go outside. So let's say, for example, you go by land. You can go to Toronto by land, although it's a long drive, okay? So you can do that. If you want to go to USA, it's about 4 hours away, apparently nearer than Toronto. You can also go by to Winnipeg. It's about 8 hours away. See that? Very accessible. And what about by water? So you can also find Port of Thunder Bay, which has the biggest inland port in the world. So you would expect barges, big ships coming in our city, bringing in commodities across the globe from Asia, Africa, Europe. And also, did you know that this is also an area where cruise liners dock? And in fact, this summertime or the summer season, you would expect the Atlantic Octavius docking in the area. So one of the very popular cruise liners, I hope I did say it right. Okay. And so that's by water. What about by air? Okay, trivia time. In Ontario, did you know that there are about 48 airports, and Thunder Bay International Airport is the 5th busiest airport in Ontario? See all of these information? It gives you a firm validation that our city, our community will provide influx when it comes to investors and travelers. So we hope this is really an ideal location for you. And it goes side by side with employment opportunities. We're very fortunate to have an employment Ontario service provider called the Northwest Employment Works. So you can see it from here. You can check them out via Facebook, or you can just Google them up. They provide listings of job opportunities in the area. They also conduct seminars, webinars, and job fairs. And last but not least, our location, we have higher or high chances to go for a settlement plan. Just saying this, and nothing is guaranteed, but it gives you leverage if you intend to stay in Canada on a long-term basis. So via RNIP, OINP, and Canadian Experience class. Unfortunately, I am not a registered consultant, so I cannot really dwell much on this, but I encourage you to visit thunderbay.com or CEDC, Community Economic Development Commission, where you can find the details about RNIP particularly, and to learn more about the immigration opportunities in our area. Okay, so just the first pillar, I hope that's quite convincing. Let's jump into the second one, affordability. Great news here, okay? As international student, you have an access to the transit system. This is a massive transit system within the city, and you can ride the bus unlimited, okay? You only have to pay one time, which is already included in your tuition fee, your school fees. It's about 200 to 50. So imagine you're supposed to shell out 100 minimum per month. So 100 times 12, that's about 1,200 Canadian dollars. But you don't have to do that, because all you need to do is pay one time, again, already embedded in your fees, and you can ride the bus. And that saves you up how much? Approximately 1,000 Canadian dollars per year on a conservative value. It could be more, okay? Depends on your activities. Another great news is that we also have on-campus accommodation. We're very happy to inform you that our on-campus accommodation, we have actually multiple types. We've got the flat type or apartment. We also have dormitory type. And for this promo, we have it at our Sibley Hall, which is valued at 350 Canadian dollars per month. And that's roughly 15,000 pesos per month. And that includes your Wi-Fi, and your utilities. Such a convenient and very affordable fee. So now we're talking about the fees, okay? Let's have a look on the latest stats provided by the Canadian real estate. So let's find out. And let's see. This is there you go. So as of January 2023, Thunder Bay City was able to get the #1 spot for the most affordable with the best quality of life. Okay, folks, when you talk about best quality of life, you have to bear in mind the following: employment opportunities, great housing options, you can do outdoor activities, different season, you have cultural diversity in the area. So it's not just being mindful about the expenses, but you want to make sure that this is conducive for you and for your family. But wait, what about the whole country? So let's find out. Well, there you go. We're still in the top 10. We have the top 10 spot for the most affordable with and best quality of life in the province of, oh, sorry, in the whole country. Okay. Wow, pretty amazing. And third component is about admission. So we do waive IELTS for most of the profile coming from the Philippines. And I recommend, as mentioned by Sir Martin and Sir Francis earlier, it's ideal that you do the consultation so they could really review your credentials. Okay, it's not just about the program matching, but there are a lot of aspects that they might advise you on your program selection. Okay, fourth pillar, it's about student support. At Confederation College, we understand that every student, prospective student, would need such support from A to Z. So let's take, for example, we conduct a pre-arrival webinar. And this is similar to PDOS, like what we have in the Philippines, right? Essentially, what we provide here are different topics for you to be prepped or to give you a head start, even you're still back at your home country, okay? So let's take, for example, this webinar is supposedly, or it's actually for the spring or May students. So a month before that, we conduct a series of webinar. And the first topic that we had was about working in Canada. And this was provided by our career specialist, Mr. Trevor. And imagine that they provide you some strategies, some links wherein you can apply for employment while you're studying, or perhaps your partner or your spouse. This helps a lot. It gives you some kind of peace of mind, right? You know what to bring before you arrive in Canada, so you wouldn't worry when you cross the border. So these are some of the support that we give out. And another very popular events that we have at the college would be our job fairs and different recreational activities, as you can see from the screen. And we also conduct this is 3 times in academic year. So this event or topic is about pathways to permanent residency, hosted by IRCC. So they speak to our students firsthand, and they conduct the bird's eye view about the permanent residency opportunity for those who are staying in the community. We're very blessed to be receiving that kind of support and so grateful. And apart from that, we also have in-program scholarships and entrance scholarship. Last but not the least, we have a reputation, an excellent reputation, similar with Mohawk College. And all of these, what you're seeing from the screen, won't be possible if the students, number one, if they're not keen on being proactive in attending all the activities. So we've got the employment center wherein they can be helped around for their employment. We've got different training, seminars, webinars to support them. We've got state-of-the-art facilities. We do have fantastic professors. We've got areas for you to relax. Everything in a nutshell, hopefully, that you could help you provide a very successful leap with your graduate employment. So as you can see from from the screen right now, we have scored the second highest in Ontario for our graduate employment rate. So this means that our students are employed within a certain number of months after they have finished their studies. And we are number 2 in the province of Ontario. And the bottom line here, as I've mentioned, all of the trainings, facilities, free support, these are the elements, these are the basic elements for their success. But most importantly, really the secret recipe for this success, it's the students, it's you, it's basically you. You've worked hard for this, and that's why we're grateful to be receiving this kind of KPI from Colleges Ontario. Okay, so let's jump into our programs. We're going to be very quick on this. So I'm going to focus on aviation, engineering, and tech. But just to give you an idea, we also have programs for business, media, healthcare, academe. We also have tech programs, as you can see from the screen, culinary management programs at the college. But tonight or today, I'll be focusing on our flagship program. So first off, as you can see, is our aerospace manufacturing engineering program. This is such a magnificent program. If I could just, emphasize more on this, a lot of people would probably associate this to aviation. It's just one of those industries. But in fact, aerospace covers such a sporadic industry. So it also covers mass transit, so train, bus, even car design, those driverless cars. So this will be in this program. What I've mentioned will be in the component of our aerospace manufacturing engineering technician program. We've got a 2-year program and a 3-year program. And for the 3-year program, you will receive 2 certificates. For this, on the second year, we're going to receive, and the third year, going to receive another certificate. And another flagship program that we have is our aviation aircraft maintenance. And as you know, the post-pandemic surpassed the pre-pandemic travels. Therefore, there is indeed a dire need for aircraft maintenance individuals or professionals, or also in the hospitality sector per se. So, and this is also one of the most regulated programs at the college. Next, let's dive into this. We also have an array of engineering programs, from civil engineering, which has paid internship. We also have electronics engineering technician programs on the hardware. And we also have instrumentation engineering technician, process, mechanical engineering technician, to name few. And for our postgraduate programs, we do have an array, very popular EBSM. And for our postgraduate, we cover this every intake. So 3 times in academic school year. So if you're very keen in doing in the postgraduate program, these are excellent options for you. Okay, so there we go. I just like to announce, and I want to take advantage. We still have few slots for our engineering, aviation, and tech program. So if you want to catch up for September, well, please contact Kanata, and they could assist you. They would assist you right away. And now, just like to announce that our winter program is also open. No, I'm not going to emphasize much on this, but you can take a screenshot if you wish. Okay, so there you go. And to cap off this presentation, I'd like to share with you that recently the college and our students were featured at Omni News. So it's a Canadian media company wherein they have also Filipino anchors. So why don't we watch this?
Taon, napili ang mga Pilipino sa Confederation College sa Thunder Bay, Ontario na itampok ang kanilang kultura sa harap ng daang-daang mga estudyante at guro ng kolehiyo.
There's actually a growing number of Filipino students in Confederation College, especially this year. So I was a student back last academic year, and this year we had a growing number of Filipino students. I think in the Asian communities, I think Filipino students are the second highest number of students that we have in Confederation College next to Indian students.
Sinimula ni Mari
Sorry, I think I was muted. So yeah, if you want to watch the whole video of that feature, you can check them out via Omni News or via Facebook, and to really watch the whole clip. And just to before I end this presentation, I'd like to thank Kanata for their unwavering support. You have given us really wonderful students, such an excellent contribution to the community in the city of Thunder Bay and the regional areas in the future. We're so grateful. And if you're going to ask me, to our viewers right now, Kanata is definitely one of the best partners that we have, and we highly recommend them. Okay. All right. Now, so once again, this is Chris, and this is Confederation College. Back to you, Sir Martin.
Thank you so much, Ms. Cristel, for that very informative presentation. I know our participants tonight, or the future students, are very much excited. And if ever you have questions, you can type in your questions now. And later on, Ms. Cristel will gladly answer them for you. Thank you so much. And next up, I know you're also pretty much excited to meet one of our school. So we have here Mr. Gelson Sales from Mohawk College. Good evening, Sir Gelson.
Hello, Mark. Martin,
Hi, good
sorry.
evening.
Didn't see
Hi, good
that.
evening.
Okay. Hi, good evening, everyone. Thank God it's Friday, but tonight is going to be a different night of any other ordinary nights, because we witnessed two of the humblest, grounded people that you have seen via YouTube. We are both representing our schools to the best of our ability, and it's an honor to share the stage with my tweenie, Christelle, and that I believe that we always bring out the best with each other. And I think we always promote the culture of hashtag tulungan and hashtag bayanihan. We always help uplift each other, and that is what the world sees now. So good evening, everyone, our YouTubers. Of course, I would love to introduce myself. Let me just share to you my screen now. Let me do that. All right, there we go. All right, it's Friday night. I know that everyone is like giggly. Saan kaya ako gigimik? But you know what? Pagbaliban nyo muna yan. You are at the right time, at the right place. My name is Gelson Sales, and I represent Mohawk College in the Philippines and Indonesia. Kanata and Mohawk College has been stronger together in 2023, and we really are valued partners towards each other. And of course, tonight, I'm here just to present my school, Mohawk College, and hope that you would consider Mohawk. My recent experience of visiting the campus gave me a different perspective. Mohawk is one of the best when it comes to offering great programs. Programs are in healthcare, engineering, IT, skilled trades and aviation. The meeting that I have with students, Filipino students, had witnessed their lives. Na kaya naman pala pag sa tamang lugar ka, and if you're in the right school, everything will be all right. And of course, Mohawk is for all Filipinos that would help you study, stay, and succeed. Just like the Filipinos that I met in Canada, in the campuses, they all dreamed, believed, and all of you hopefully who's watching via YouTube right now and is watching in the Zoom, it will finally arrive in Canada, either in those two schools that has been presenting to you. As for Mohawk College, we are located in the city of Hamilton. That would be in the province of Ontario. Okay, so hopefully you can see that on your screen right now. The good thing with Mohawk is that we're located in the city of Hamilton, one of the oldest, the largest, and the most progressive city in Canada. We are urban, suburban, cosmopolitan city. We're not so overpopulated. The fact that there's a lot of job opportunities available in the area. The cost of living is affordable as compared to other major cities in Canada. The fact that I'm able to travel and transport myself into nearby cities and to visit Toronto and Niagara Falls via train or via bus, that shows that how efficient, convenient this location is. If you see there in your map, there are nearby cities, so it's really perfect. If you bring the entire family, husband and wives, it would not be difficult for them to find jobs in the area. Plus, the hospitals that are available in the city, it is considered to be the healthcare capital of Canada. Traveling in Canada, specifically in Hamilton City, which is the province of Ontario, is very efficient as I'm able to transport myself to Toronto. We also have a campus in Mississauga, away from Niagara Falls, and also in Buffalo, New York. This is a city which has a good relationship with the city government of Hamilton City, wherein we encourage Filipinos to build the family, to build a career, or to raise a family or start a career in the city of Hamilton. Hamilton is known to be the 100 waterfalls, the home of Tim Hortons, and it's considered to be the city of boundless attractions. I've visited a lot of TikTokers and they only have one thing to say about the city of Hamilton in the next 3 to 5 years. Aside from its presence of 15,000 startup techs and a lot of businesses that could be your source of job opportunity as an international student and also for your family. It plans to put up more establishments, hotels, and other small, medium-sized companies that is perfect for you as an international student. It is also known to be the city of steel, the Hammer City. There's a lot of factories available in the region producing steel, metal, and fabrication. Perfect if your husband is a skilled trades worker. And also in the surrounding areas, there's a lot of nursing homes, retirement homes, daycares, and hospitals. Perfect if you're into health and if you are into healthcare industry. Just like with Confederation, there's a lot of immigration options for you that would look at you, focus on a tunnel vision that would help you look at the long perspective of bringing your entire family and eyeing for that permanent residency. Definitely, that's just the location that I'm talking about, which is your job opportunity, your location, your geographic advantage. Let me now introduce to you Mohawk College, which our slogan, Become Future Ready at Mohawk. We are one of the largest, one of the oldest government-funded, most sought-after public college in Canada since 1966. We are specializing, we really are specializing, and our forte is focusing and offering healthcare program, and of course, such as engineering, IT, skilled trades, and aviation. The good thing with Mohawk College has its motto that is acknowledge the work of all, wherein it was one of the schools that offers program that ensures that kapag mag-graduate ka, there are ready an industry sa location ni Hamilton that is ready for you to welcome you with available job opportunities. I believe that we're all watching here right now. I and Christelle will just want you to be a smart, strategic, and smart applicant. Aplikante na hindi padalos-dalos. Hindi yung kung doon yung pinakamarami, doon din sila, tipon-tipon, trend-trend din sila, doon din sila, tumpok-tumpok sila. You should be a smart and strategic applicant. You should know what is the specialty of that region, kung anong nagtatrive, kung anong business on that region, and go immerse yourself. And that's where here right now is to help you determine which region and which school that is truly perfect for you. Mohawk College is the first college in the province of Ontario to offer co-op programs. So you may consider taking are programs na may OJT na paid internship that you're not only studying but working at the same time. So that's co-op. And we are in partnership with 16 leading employers in the Hamilton region in the industry of healthcare, industry of engineering, IT, skilled trades, innovation. When it comes to research and innovation, we won also several awards. And we also value sustainability in the region, and specifically in the campus operations, in which we won several awards. We believe in the survey and the voice of the feedback of our clients, such as the employers, our graduates, and our students, and are highly focused on the employer satisfaction, wherein 121 employers gave a resounding voice that they are so happy and they are in the same voice saying na talaga ang magagaling talaga ang mga graduate nyo. Talagang they really know what they're doing and they really are born for the job. That's why we got 100% satisfaction employer, because at the end of the day, kung hindi masaya ang employer mo, wag ka na lang magtrabaho or mag-aral sa Canada, because your life depends on your future employers in Canada. Currently, we are 400 plus Filipino students, and the Filipino community is now recognized by Mohawk College as a community, an Asian community, a brown community, a Filipino community, wherein we help each other, wherein this recognition will help Filipino students able to create more events, give more specialized supports, activities, outreach, leadership, and job opportunities, and more. Tulungan tayo dito. The moment you arrive in Canada at Mohawk College, naghihintay sa'yo ang mga ate at kuya mong nauna na andon. I trained them to have the values of bayanihan, tulungan, at Pinoy power. Isumbong nyo sila sa akin kapag hindi kanila tinulungan. We have several campuses and there are state-of-the-art technology, leading-edge technology, mga campuses na hindi namin pinag-halo-halo ang program. Healthcare ka, you have your own program. Skilled trades engineering ka, you have your own campus, etc., etc. We also have a campus near Toronto, just in case if you have a relative. This is connected to one of the biggest mall in Mississauga. So perfect sa'yo to kung na mismo may Jollibee din sa loob ng mall na ito. And that is called Square One. So again, for more information, you may contact Kanata, just in case if you want to be studying in Mississauga, which is so close in Toronto. And aviation, we also offer aviation, which considers to be the top 5 biggest aviation in Canada. We have a campus right inside the Hamilton International Airport. Isa lang ang sabi ng Dean. Sabihin mo sa mga Pinoy, I think we share the same voice and panawagan ni Cristel na all Filipinos mag-apply na kayo sa dalawang schools na to sa aviation, because the aviation industry in Canada needs more people. And sino pa ba yun kundi kayong mga Pilipino? There are several Filipinos enrolled already in this campuses, and that one really caught my attention is a Filipina. Babae siya. She really showed that what a man can do, a woman can do also. And now let me present to you our different programs, but I'm just only going to focus on the graduate certificate program, which if you are a degree holder, a professional already, you may consider this. Hashtag upgrade learning, hashtag upskilling, hashtag complement your learning and experience. So for more information, you may contact Kanata. This could be for you if you're a professional in whatever industry. Instead of taking masters, take this graduate certificate program. We also offer a business program if you're a K-12 graduate, high school graduate from old curriculum, or an undergraduate, take the diploma program. Your campus will be in our main campus where the president and the vice presidents resides, and where there's a bank inside, and there are like a different a main center that really takes care the benefit and really takes care of the concern of the international students. So it's a great campus that you'll be studying if you'll take business program. Also, we offer healthcare programs, and we have a separate campus for that. I met a lot of Filipinos taking caregivers, personal support worker, early childhood education, or child and youth care, or practical nursing, or recreation therapy, and so on and so on. Different healthcare programs that's perfect for you. We are in partnership with Hamilton Health Sciences. The only thing I've asked with the Filipinos that it would not be difficult for them, that this is their territory. Hamilton, because known to be the healthcare capital of Canada because of the presence of hospitals in the region, care, nursing homes, retirement homes, and daycares. In fact, we're in partnership with Hamilton Health Sciences, and this partnership is in conglomeration with 9 hospitals in the region. These hospitals are major hospitals. I did not include the minor hospitals here, or else we would be reaching until watching TV Patrol. Okay, so also we're in partnership with Schlegel Villages, from classroom to workforce. That is perfect if you are a caregiver. They are a Canadian company. So I always say this: know your territory, know where to position yourself in Canada. Hopefully, this would serve as an eye opener for you. If you're into healthcare, that would be Mohawk, and of course, you may also consider the partner schools presenting, which is also Confed. And of course, we have engineering, infotech, and skill trades. We have a different, separate campus for that. Engineering, mechanical, electrical, refrigeration, plumbing. I've met a lot of professors, instructors there. They're very cool and very cute as well, and very hands-on. Isa lang yung sabi nila, saan na mga Pilipino? Kailangan namin ng mga skill trades, mga engineers. Saan na kayo? Position yourself in Canada, because in 2 to 3, 5 years, you know, Canadians will be needing more people. So, and you know where to position yourself, because when it comes to engineering, IT, skill trades, these factories, laboratories that is based in Hamilton is present. So you can be your source of income. And of course, definitely we'll be opening soon our January intake. Position yourself now. No more IELTS if you're a K-12 graduate or a bachelor's degree holder. You'd ask me if you have a scholarship. I'd ask you back, are you an achiever? Because I receive a lot of feedback from Filipinos that they were able to avail the Mohawk College Academic Merit Scholarship. Masarap na nire-reward ka sa pinaghihirapan mo sa buhay. And we believe on that, on the reward system. We also provide a lot of support, just like free transportation, libre na pamasahe mo, nagugutom ka, we had food bank, na pupunta ka sa school, hindi ka nakakain, kuha ka lang ng sandwich or soft drinks, pero wag mo araw-arawin kasi meron ding gustong kumain. And of course, pwede ka manghiram ng career closet and a lot more. This Mohawk Student Association is your best friend on campus. And of course, the on-campus job. Let's hear what this man has to say, who has a part-time job inside the campus. Inside the campus. Ayan. Ayan. Play. Ayan. Play. Okay. Play.
In the main campus here in Fennel, and I'm here right now with a Filipino student who is working on in-campus job. In-campus job. And Zay, anong part-time job mo, sir?
I'm working here currently at Brewed Awakenings. So I do coffees, bake muffins, and stuff like that.
Wow. Kumikita ka buhayan.
Yes.
How many hours?
20 hours.
Right. What's your name, by the way?
Patrick.
Patrick. What program are you taking right now? Biotechnology. Oh, wow. Future medtech here in Canada. And what can you say about Mohawk College? And,
It's fun. It's fun studying here, and it's, you know, it's super diverse.
Diverse.
Yeah, a lot of Filipinos and international students.
So you think you made the right choice?
It's the right choice.
Okay, ito may sinasabi ko lagi. Hashtag Mohawk na yan. One more thing. Hashtag Mohawk na yan. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kuya, for inspiring and sharing your stories. That there is indeed a lot of opportunities if you are studying at Mohawk College. Life at Mohawk is just as a school, it's a lifestyle. Maraming paandar, maraming ganap. All you have to do is just to reach out and to connect. And we really value study, work, life balance. We really want our students to be holistic, to be successful in their chosen field, and to be the leaders in their industry. That's what we are. Just like to reiterate that Hamilton is known to be one of the settlers there are Filipino. Let me quickly play this video.
Isa na namang syudad sa Ontario ang nagtanghal ng kanilang unang fiesta extravaganza nitong nakaraang linggo. Ang syudad ng Hamilton, na tahanan ng mahigit 100 waterfalls, ay tahanan din ng mahigit 10,000 Pilipino. Excited sa malaking selebrasyon ang mga community leaders, lalo't nagbigay pugay ito sa kulturang Pilipino at mga kontribusyon nila sa komunidad.
I love Toronto, but not everything has to happen in Toronto, and there are many other...
But we have not had a Filipino festival in Hamilton, and this is my dream to put at least a legacy for the Filipino to get a festival of our own festival.
The first Filipino that arrived in Hamilton is dated back at the end of October 1961. Those pioneers that came first to Hamilton, and there were 12 of them. They were all nurses and female. But the very first organization said, hey, let's get together. That was back in 1974.
Ang Hamilton ay hindi lamang siyang pinagmulan ng kauna-unahang Tim Hortons store, kundi pati na rin ng Hamilton Healthcare Sciences na pinaka-komprehensibong healthcare system sa Ontario. Maraming Pilipino ang nagsisilbi sa ospital tulad ni Tessie Abugan na isang retired nurse at kinilala sa kanyang private career college kung saan nakapagtapos ang libo-libong personal support workers o PSWs mula pa 1999.
Right? I hope that we have much time. This shows you that Hamilton is no stranger to Filipinos, and it's really the healthcare capital of Canada. I hope that I'm able to impart such wisdom to you and able to help you in your journey in the start of your quest of your Canadian dream. I believe that the two of these schools are really presenting the best for you, and hopefully you make the right decision. And hopefully, you'll realize your Canadian dreams. And always remember the kapag healthcare in Mohawk na yan, and other programs as well. Hope to see you succeed in Canada and make the right decision and know where to position yourself depending on your profession. And now, I'm able to impart to you a wisdom kapag healthcare in Mohawk na yan. Turning it back over to you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sir Gelson, for that very wonderful presentation. I know our students here, our participants, are very much excited to be part of the college itself. So I know that you guys are also very excited to get to know more about Kanata, our services, how we can help you to become an international student. So without further ado, we have here Sir Francis, one of our education counselors. Hi, Sir Francis. Good evening.
Yes. Hello, Martin, and good evening, everyone. And again, I am Francis, so I'm one of the education counselors of Kanata. So good evening also, Christelle, and also Gelson. Let me just share my screen. Yeah. Okay, again, welcome to Study in Canada webinar about with Confederation College and Mohawk College. So for today's topic, we will discuss who we are, our services, and also about Canada. What are the process of applying to your chosen school, and also how to apply for visa. So about us, so we are Kanata Educational Consultancy Services, and we are one of the leading educational agency in Manila for Canada. So Kanata basically only offers study abroad destination of Canada. So we only assess Filipinos who wants to study in Canada. So we have over 5 years experience of school application and also assisting students to their visa application. And we have direct partnerships with our partner schools, just like Confederation College and Mohawk College in Ontario. So our mission is to help students to achieve their dream by providing our services with no extra cost. So that's right, you heard it. We don't collect any processing fees, and I will discuss it again before we finish the presentation. And also our vision is to be the first avenue of students with common goal of pursuing their education abroad, just like in Canada. So here are our services. So we do assessment and we provide free assessment and consultation to students. So definitely wala kayong babayaran during our assessment and consultation. We also do representation for the student because when you choose your school in Canada, we are the one who will submit your application to these institutions. So we also help you on documentation because we will provide you with a comprehensive list of requirements and guidelines for your visa application. We also assist you on lodging your visa application. So I will discuss it later. So about Canada. So Canada is the second largest country by land, with the land area of 9.98 million square kilometers, and consists of 10 provinces, 3 territories, and 4 regions. So ito yung 4 regions na yung Western Canada, which is nandiyan yung Alberta, British Columbia, Manitoba, and Saskatchewan, Atlantic Canada, New Brunswick, Prince Edward, Nova Scotia, and Newfoundland and Labrador. The Northern Canada, which is Yukon, Northwest Territories, and Nunavut. And in Central Canada, it is Ontario and Quebec. So Ontario, dito located yung Mohawk College and Confederation College. So about Canada education system. So Canada is known to be the most educated countries in the world. This is being shown as more than half of their population has a tertiary education degree from a college or university. So diyan yung mga pinagmamalaki ng Canadians na more than half of their population is meron degree from a college or university. So what's good thing about Canada's education system is, first, international accredited siya. So whether you want to go back to the Philippines or you want to move to other countries like in Australia and New Zealand, definitely you can use your degree. You can use your degree from Canada sa pag-apply ng work, and also when applying for permanent residency. So it is also affordable because compared to other English-speaking countries like the US and the UK, mas affordable pa rin mag-aral in Canada. So they also have diverse culture and society, healthy and safety community. They have exciting campus and environment, just like Confederation College and Mohawk College. They have world-class innovative education, possible migration, and unlimited opportunities. Because pag nandun na kayo in Canada, you can also work on your permanent residency application and gain work experiences. So these are the benefits of studying of an international student studying in Canada. So first, before you get these benefits pala, you need to be always enrolled at a DLI or designated learning institution. So you also need to make progress towards completing your program, respect the conditions of your study permit, stop studying if you do not meet the requirements, and leave Canada when your permit expires. So ito yung one benefit ng isang international student in Canada. So while studying, you can also work. So meaning you can earn money while studying. So if you have a student permit or meron student visa, you can work on campus. You can also work off campus or mga businesses outside your school. So and also co-op or internship. So some programs, meron silang co-op para sila nag-OJT. Same dito sa atin sa Philippines, wherein they will have allowance or salary during their co-op. So ito yung mga conditions when you have a student permit in terms of work. So during school semester, you are only allowed to work part-time or 20 hours per week because as an international student, you need to prioritize your education in Canada. That's why you need to focus on your studies, your homework, and your assignments and projects. But during your free time, you can do part-time work or 20 hours per week. Pero during holiday break naman and semester breaks, kapag wala kayong pasok, you can work 40 hours per week. So definitely you can save money for your living costs and also can also help you paying for your tuition fees. So one exciting privilege then ng isang pagiging international student is you are eligible for a postgraduate work permit. So ano ba tong PGWP? So PGWP is your permit that will allow you to stay in Canada to work full-time. So while studying, pwede kang mag-work part-time. After finishing your program, you can work full-time na, 40 hours or more. So PGWP has a duration. So if you study a 1-year program or 8 months to 1-year program, you will be eligible for a 1-year postgraduate work permit. But if you study a 2-year program naman, you can have a 3 years postgraduate work permit. So during this time, you can work full-time and also work on your permanent residency application because one kino-consider ng Canada when you're applying for a permanent residency is your work experience. So definitely makakatulong yung ginawa mong studies in Canada and at the same time, yung work experience na magiging. So aside from working while studying and also having a postgraduate work permit, you can also bring your dependents with you. So for students who are married and have a common law partner and as a common law partner, your partner can apply for an open work permit wherein ina-allow sila makapag-work full-time. And then if you have children under 18 years old and still in elementary and high school, you can also bring them and pwede sila mag-aral doon for free. So basta ikaw ay isang international student, you can bring your spouse or common law partner and they can apply for open work permit. And if you have kids, they can study there for free. So these are the documents you need to apply in school in Canada. So first is your valid passport, academic transcript. So for your high school, kailangan natin yung Form 137 and diploma, and also your college TOR and diploma. Some schools, I think Mohawk College, they also require yung medium of instruction. So medium of instruction is a certificate from your school that the language used doon sa pagtuturo doon sa school na yon is English. So na-move na yung IELTS or any English test requirements when you apply in Mohawk College and also in Confederation College. So during visa application naman, we need your certificate of employment, birth certificate, your IDs, and your resume. So the process na kailangan yung pagdaanan when you apply in Canada is first you need to have a consultation with Kanata as your counselor. So in this stage, we will know what is your background, education background, and work experience, so we can recommend programs that will fit for you in Canada. So second, gather and submit required documents. So as I mentioned kanina, we will be your representative in applying for your chosen school. So your documents, you need to submit that to us and we will process your school application. And then after getting a letter of acceptance from a designated learning institution, that's the time na magbabayad kayo ng tuition fee and get a medical test and also complete all the visa requirements na kailangan. And then after that, lodging of your visa application. So there are two types of visa applications, two types of visa application of the student. So pwede tayo mag-apply via regular stream or study direct stream. So ito yung differences nila. So for regular stream, you need to pay for a 1 semester tuition fee. If mag-apply ka naman through Study Direct Stream, you need to pay 1 year tuition fee. So for regular stream, for your proof of funds, you need to have a sponsor. So sponsor is someone, a relative nyo, that will provide proof of funds via bank statement and bank certificate. This will prove na meron silang financial capacities to support your living costs and tuition fee in Canada. And hindi na rin kailangan mag-take ng IELTS. But if you're applying via Study Direct Stream, you need to pay, as I said earlier, you need to pay 1 year tuition fee and purchase a guaranteed investment certificate worth 1 year living cost in Canada. So yung average living cost ng isang international in Canada is 10,000 Canadian dollars. So guaranteed investment certificate is like a bank account you will need to open habang nandito pa kayo in the Philippines. Pero mag-open kayo sa isang Canadian bank like CIBC and others. So if you're applying via Study Direct Stream, you need to provide IELTS results of no lower than 6.0 score. So both streams, you need a letter of acceptance from the school. You also need to create a study plan or statement of purpose and proof of identity or your passport. So again, as I mentioned earlier, we don't collect any processing fees. So we will help you sa school application and also sa visa application for free. However, before tayo mag-start ng application, you need to pay 10,500 pesos, hindi Canadian dollars. This will serve as a security deposit and your commitment in applying to the school and also for visa. But don't worry, this 10,500 pesos can be used for your visa application and also for the biometrics. Because whether you apply via DIY or you have an agency like Kanata, you still need to pay 235 Canadian dollars for the visa fee and biometrics. So definitely yung 10,500 na deposit, hindi siya mapupunta kay Kanata. We will be using that to pay for your visa fees and biometrics fees. So again, these are the requirements you need to provide if you want to start applying in Canada. So you need your passport, your resume, your academic transcripts, and again, Kanata will give you a free assessment, consultation, and free assistance during school application and also for the visa application. So you can follow us on our social media accounts, Facebook and Instagram, and you can always contact us and also email us on inquiries@kanataedu.com. And you can also visit us on our new office. Sa Makati pa rin, pero hindi na sa Enterprise. So our office is in the 6th floor of Salustiana T building, Salustiana T Tower in Paseo de Rojas, corner Perea Street and Legazpi Village, Makati. And if you want to know more about study in Canada, mga tips kung ano yung mga gagawin on how to start your application, you can watch Miss Catherine May YouTube videos and click nyo lang, search nyo lang sa YouTube website yung Miss Catherine May. So again, Kanata Educational Consultancy Services don't collect any processing fees, and definitely we can help you on your journey in Canada. And we can now proceed with Q&A.
Thank you so much, Sir Francis, for that presentation. I know you guys have questions in mind. So for this is now the opportunity for you to ask your questions. So if you have questions, feel free to type in and chat it in the chat box. So if you have questions for Ms. Cristel or for Sir Gelson or for our services, feel free to type it now so that we can answer them. So guys, if you have questions,
okay.
Feel free to type in those questions and chat us in the chat box. All right, so we have here one question. Is there an age limit for students? Or Sir Francis?
All right, so we can ask first our school representative if meron bang age limit when applying to Mohawk or Confederation College. Crystal?
First, Sweeney.
Yes, thank you for that. When it comes to admission, being admitted to the college, wala naman. But we have to bear in mind na maybe some programs might be tedious or laborious that will require physical activities. So it's regardless of the age, it's your composition, your strength, your stamina, if that's if it makes sense. So wala naman. Yeah.
How old yung pinakamatandang nag-apply sa Confederation College na Filipino, Miss Crystal?
Secret. Na joke lang. Age revelation. The one that I know of is 53 years old. When
53.
when this guy this person got admitted to the college. So taking a 2-year program.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, what about in Mohawk College, Sir Jalson?
For Mohawk, the oldest is like 48. Hopefully, we really welcome matured applicants because I believe that Canada is a welcoming country. Whatever sex, religion, or age you are welcome to pursue your Canadian dreams. So don't you ever dare to limit your dreams just because may edad na ako, hindi na kaya to. Never. Your dreams are valid. Kaya tuloy lang, andito naman yung Confed and Mohawk College to help you realize your Canadian dreams. And of course, Kanata.
Okay, good point, Sir Jalson. Thank you for that. And we have a student na na-approve ng visa application na 55 years old. So definitely in Canada, there's no discrimination of age. So as long as you can demonstrate na your Canadian education will help for the betterment of your life here in the Philippines, definitely you can apply. So, but syempre, during consultation and assessment, we really need your work experience and education background para at least mabigyan ka namin ng tamang program na ma-recommend namin sa'yo. That you can explain bakit ito yung pag-aaralan mo in Canada, and also paano mo siya ma-explain na itong program na in Canada is mag-i-improve ng buhay mo dito sa Philippines. Alright. Okay. Helen Dolohan asks, does a regular entry program no require IELTS? So for first school application muna tayo. So for school application, both Confederation College and Mohawk College does not require Filipino students to apply and present IELTS. So for school application, no need to provide IELTS. And if you have a sponsor, a relative that they can provide affidavit of support and proof of funds, no need na rin na mag-present ng IELTS. Pero may mga specific programs ba, Jalson and Crystal, na nagre-require ng IELTS on your institution, Jalson?
I think same with other schools. Dalawa lang for Mohawk. That's pharmacy technician, as required by the Pharmacy Technician Association in Canada, and also massage therapy. The rest, if you're a K-12 graduate or a bachelor's degree holder, wala nang tanong-tanong, just provide your certificate of English as medium of instruction.
All right. Thanks, Jalson. Crystal, what about in Confed?
Yeah.
Because
So
you may
basically,
have programs there, right?
yung admission requirements or yung profile ng students, same with Mohawk. Wala lang kaming massage therapist and pharmacy technician program, pero regulated siya. And we might launch pharmacy technician next year. So, ayun, abangan.
Oh, wow.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Martin?
All right, so sir, we also have here another question. This is from YouTube. Hi, if the applicant already have a WES account, do they still need to provide diploma and transcript? Sir Francis?
For WES, I think the school representative can answer this.
What does she have?
Yung WES certificate yata, yung parang assessment of education in Canada.
Yeah. I believe in other countries they are requiring that. But for, I don't know, generally for Canadian school and specifically for Mohawk, no need na kailang ipa-west, ipa-ribbon cutting, ano man yan, as long it's original, okay? Pasok na yan sa banga. Okay? Let's just simplify life, okay? That's what we want. We just want you to continue your Canadian dreams. Pursue them. Okay?
So Johnson, sorry. So even my West na si student, kailangan niya pa rin mag-provide ng high school documents and college documents, right?
Yes, as basic, yes, it should be. What I mean is kung may academic requirements sila, hindi na nila kailangan ipa-west pa, hindi na nila kailangan ipa-ribbon pa, hindi na nila kailangan ipa-authenticate pa, ipa-notarize pa, etc., etc. As long it's original.
Okay, Crystal? What about in
That's
Confederation
pretty
College?
pretty much similar with our situation. Pero kung yung premise kasi is kung meron ng West, kailangan pa ba mag-submit ng diploma? As long as naka-indicate doon yung transcript or yung, kasi what we're looking really at would be the subjects the students have partaken in, whether it's A-levels, Cambridge, IBM, West, or local curriculum. It has to indicate what subjects were taken during the could be high school or post-secondary, depends on the program that they're applying for. So we're really particular with that. Even for, because we accept ALS graduate or this is the high school transcript from the Philippines, or sorry, diploma. So sometimes walang TUR dun sa ALS. So that's not valid. May diploma pero walang TUR. So we cannot accept that. Because again, bottom line, it should indicate the subjects that the students took back in the school, back in post-secondary or secondary.
Yes, this is because part of the assessment na ginagawa ng school is to check what subjects you already taken here in the Philippines. Because diba meron tayong mga prerequisites. So some programs, I think, like for example, sa engineering, they are required na meron na take na math subjects or English subjects sa student doon sa home country niya. That's why important na ma-provide yung Form 137 and diploma. Yeah. So I hope we answer your question from YouTube. Okay, so what about for students who don't have a post-secondary education in Canada, but they finish old curriculum high school? Are they eligible to apply in Confederation College, Crystal?
Yeah, so if they are applying for certificate or diploma program, they can be admitted without doing any bridging program, so they can enter right away certificate or diploma program, unless if it has prerequisite. Let's say, for example, our engineering program would require K-12 or equivalent to K-12, so that's college level to be undergrad of mathematics or maybe sciences. So, well, that's a different story. But if you're flying for culinary, business programs, PSW, and other health and community program, you can get into any of those. But what we require from you would be your CV, at least 2 years of work experience related to the program that you're applying for. Or but you also need to submit either Duolingo or IELTS. So that differs from those who have degree holders or K-12 graduates.
Okay, what is the required score for IELTS and Duolingo for matured students? We call them matured students.
Yes, so there are 3 segments into it. If we're looking at the Duolingo, so kasi iba yung sa IELTS and Duolingo. So let me just jump into the website, and others could also check it themselves. So, but very quick on this. Yeah, wait lang. Okay, sorry for the delay. All right, so for if you're applying for certificate diploma program, except for healthcare and aviation, the required Duolingo is 105. And then for academic IELTS, 6.0. Total
6.0.
average, yep, yeah, with score not lower than 5.5. If you're applying for aviation healthcare postgraduate programs, IELTS of 6.5, no band lower than 6.0, and a Duolingo of 125. There you go.
All right. What about in Mohawk College, Sir Johnson?
Same thing also with Confed. We're accepting high school graduate from old curriculum. So we've able to admit and a lot of Filipino students now are now studying already in Mohawk who are just high school level from an old curriculum. Only that they're required to submit Duolingo. For example, they apply for personal support worker. Okay, so kahit grade 6 high school ka lang 4th year, wala ka year 11 or year 12, that's fine. All you just need is to submit Duolingo, which I think it's very easy, and at the same time, affordability also medyo mas mura. So with that, no need of math na because the personal support worker doesn't require that, only that English requirement. With other programs, specifically of course pag engineer ka or aviation ka, kailangan may year 11 or year 12 math ka, or may first year college or second year college math ka. So what if kung wala ka ng math? You can take the exam before you fly to Canada. It will be proctored, facilitated by our staff there who is based in Canada. All of these things, you will figure it out once you cross the bridge when you get there. So one journey at a time. But at least you're aware that, of course, high school graduate, old curriculum, somehow may mga extra requirement na kesa naman pag-aralin ka pa ng for year 11, year 12, di ba? At least kuha ka na lang ng exam na math, kung required siya for that program, or Duolingo, which I think very easy to pass kasi marami namang mga high school level, old curriculum ang nakakapasa sa Duolingo.
All right. Thank you, Sir Johnson. Martin, do you have questions on your end? Martin? Okay, so nawala si Martin. So meron question dito, Crystal. How long is the school application process in Confed?
Turnaround time.
Yes.
So meaning to say once they have submitted the application, offer letter. Okay, I think this is a growing phenomena amongst the Canadian schools. It means na lahat na yata ay may influx of applications, okay? And it has an impact on the release of LOA. So there are some programs wherein we could release the following day, okay? But that's very rare. Typically, aviation, right now, for this year, aviation programs ay medyo mabilis, but the rest, it may take some time, especially if it's under wait list. So my recommendation na lang, if I may, since it's quite unpredictable now, it's very sporadic. It could be one day or it could be months. I'll be honest with you. So
ganun kadami yung nag-a-apply, right?
Oh yeah, so yes po. And yun nga, so we tried naman to accommodate by opening new campuses. That's why we because of the demand. But there are some programs talaga na not open sa regional campuses. So our advice, Sir Francis, perhaps would be when they apply through you, they can apply to 2 programs, diba? 2 options. So the first, but make sure that they like those 2 programs. So just in case na si first program of choice is waitlist, cannot issue LOA, at least yung second option nila, we can try to issue as soon as possible. So that would be that our advice. And it has to be similar and what they like, no? So let's say, for example, if your clients are from the academic industry, ubos na yung early childhood natin, maybe they could go for recreational therapy or developmental service worker. So yeah, there you go.
Okay, but for
Yeah.
on an average, let's say for example, the student really want to take the September 2023. May time
Yeah.
pa ba?
Yes, yeah. For aviation tech and engineering, mabilis tayo mag-issue. But for other programs, nandun naman sa website, pag waitlist na, I don't recommend to apply.
So
Because,
next intake na.
yes, next intake na. Pag open, ayun, okay pa siya. Meaning to say there are more seats available. So we can issue that within, a certain period of time. Pero I think also we have to be mindful na pag right now, May na. So I guess I'll ask you this, Sir Francis.
Yeah.
As for visa perspective, ano talaga yung latest na re-recommend nyo na because of the visa matters, which is right now there's also a strike that's
Yes, yes.
happening.
I think we
Yeah.
need to address that also.
Yeah.
So for
Latest
visa
siguro.
application, yeah, so for visa application, kasi we have two process when applying. So first, you need to apply sa school. The moment na ma-accept ka sa school and nabigyan ka ng letter of acceptance, that's the time you can start applying for your visa. So syempre, you also need to prepare like yung NBI, pag-create ng study plan, collecting all the requirements from your sponsors and all. So siguro give it a month. And then for visa application process, if you're going to check yung visa application process ng study permit outside Canada, nag-average siya ng 7 weeks. So if you want to have an approval ng maaga, you also need to apply early. So, pero if you're, kung ano, nasa stage ka pa lang na gusto mo mag-apply ngayon for September, and merong mga schools like Confederation College Mohawk College na nagpa-process ng a week of LOA, I think pwede pa tayo mag-apply for September. Pero kung hindi pa talaga tayo decided which program na applyan natin, nasa waitlist na yung program, it's better to take the January intake na lang or yung next available intake. So, in question for the IRCC strike, full shutdown ba yung operation ni IRCC? The answer is no. Because we have students, kasi parang this week lang nag-start yung strike or parang last week pa.
Last weekend.
Pero meron pa rin mga students na nakaka-receive ng approval nila. So, hindi siya totally shut down, but definitely may effects or merong delays doon sa application. So, it's better to apply early sa school and also apply early dun sa pag-lodge ng visa application. Pero definitely hindi siya totally shut down. Meron pa rin, continuous yung application ng visa. And lahat naman ng application are online. IRCC offices, meron yan per country. So kung affected man yung Canada, meron pa rin operations to other countries. So
yeah.
welcome pa rin ang international student na mag-apply ng student visa.
Correct. So just to meaning to say sa ganitong scenario, pag wala pa yung lowa nyo siguro ng second, third week of May, I think that's a signal that next intake na lang. So I guess that's the best advice that I could provide. Thank you for that.
Yes.
Enlightened din ako.
Pero maraming na-approve, guys. So,
yeah.
Wag kayong, just because merong strike, ayoko na ituloy yung application ko. Kasi sayang yung taon. Let's say, September yung gusto nyong intake, tapos ipagpapaliban nyo. The next year na yan, magiging available for some programs.
True.
Some programs available pa rin ng January and May, but some programs available lang sila every September or fall. That's right. So for questions about program recommendations and other specific questions, Martin, type in here the link kung saan kayo magpapa-schedule ng appointment. So it's free. Wala naman kayong babayaran. So you can have unlimited time with our counselors to discuss ano ba yung plans nyo, ano yung goals nyo, ano yung education and work background nyo. So we can recommend the right program for you. So yung mga questions about what programs yung kukunin ko, better to have to book your consultation dito sa link na binigay ni Martin.
Yes, that's correct. So if ever that you wish to ask more personal questions, what we could suggest is you book a consultation with us. Rest assured that it is free, guys. So just click on the link that I sent and you can book a preferred date, schedule, and time that you want to consult with any of our counselors. So it could be with Sir Francis, it could be with me or our fellow counselors. So
Yes, I have a
yes.
question pa here, Martin. So who are considered sponsors now? So this one question about regular stream. So as I mentioned earlier, regular stream, you need to pay 1 semester tuition fee and you also need to have a sponsor that will provide proof of funds. So for sponsor, we require the student na yung sponsor dapat nila is blood relative. Because aside from affidavit of support, aside from proof of funds like bank certificate and bank statements, you need to provide a proof of relationship. So for example, yung magiging sponsor mo is your uncle. So yung uncle mo, he needs to provide yung birth certificate niya. You also need to provide birth certificate ng parent mo na kapatid niya. So that para malaman ni IRCC na magkamag-anak kayo. And he or she has a reason to support you. Because, for example, family friend natin yung to sponsor. So medyo mahina with the application because wala naman siyang reason to support you ng malaking funds. Unlike relative, he or she has a reason kasi kamag-anak mo siya. And the required proof of funds na nire-recommend namin kay student is equivalent to 1 year tuition fee plus 1 year living cost. So basically, si sponsor, kailangan may laman yung bank account na ng nasa 1.2 to 1.3 million pesos. And even though nandito siya sa Philippines, nasa Canada or other parts of the world, pwede sila mag-sponsor sa'yo as long as they can provide yung affidavit of support and yung proof of funds. Kasi may mga nagtatanong sa amin, Sir, kailangan bang nasa Canada yung magiging sponsor namin? Pwedeng hindi. As long as meron silang funds na mapapakita pang support dun sa tuition fee mo and also for your living costs. Okay, I hope I answer your question. Okay, Martin, may question pa on your end?
We have here one more question. Can the tuition fee be paid in staggered pay or should it be in full? So for the schools po, Miss Cristel?
Okay. Technically, they can do it low deposit, but our advice would be at least 1 semester. I think it also levels up or gives them a leverage with their approval. I think especially the consultants here at Kanata, they know this really better. Sometimes pa nga better pa yung 1 year. But I think at least yung 1 semester on the visa perspective. Yeah.
Okay, but how about to secure yung seat nila?
Yeah, okay. To secure the seat, yeah, so to secure the seat naman, we only require a portion of their 1 year tuition and school fee. So that's 2,500 Canadian dollars. So approximately 110,000, wherein they pay this directly to the school. And then the next payment, 2 months before the intake. And the last payment, nasa Canada na po sila.
Nasa Canada na, all right. Gelson?
For Mohawk College, we have one of the lowest tuition fee deposit. That's 2,200. That's like 90,000 pesos plus. So hindi mo kailangan bayaran yung first sem mo in one chunk. Okay. All you have to do is just to pay the 2,200 Canadian dollars as your initial tuition fee payment. After that, the remaining balance of the first sem, pwede mo yan bayaran before ka pumasok sa eroplano. So literally, the school just want us na you just have to pay the full amount of your first semester before you fly to Canada. So first, just settle the 2,200 and settle the remaining balance once you're ready to fly to Canada.
All right. Thanks, Gelson. So one more question here, Martin. So need po ba ng show money ng international student? So for applicants who has a sponsor, hindi naman required. Pero as a as an applicant, kasi when you apply for a student permit, you need to show all your assets here in the Philippines as your economic ties. So if you have bank accounts, you need to provide bank certificate. If you have investments, kailangan mo i-provide yung proof of investment mo. If you have insurance, you have properties under your name, you need to provide those as your economic ties. Because as an international student, you need to secure or to prove to IRCC na babalik ka sa Philippines. That's why you need strong ties dito sa Philippines, just like your family and also your economic ties, like your properties and all. So one last question, I think, for the school, how much is the first semester tuition fee? Or siguro discuss natin how much is the 1-year tuition fee, average 1-year tuition fee ng mga programs in Mohawk College, Gelson.
Or for Ontario schools, for government-funded public college school, pare-pareho lang naman yung bracket ng tuition fee namin, ranging from 16,000 to 21,000 per year, depending on the program. So I think, yeah, the tuition is quite pricey, but I think the question should be, instead of asking, give me the lowest tuition fee school and I'll enroll there, that would be a wrong strategy. Rather ask, give me a school with a great location that is really perfectly suited for my industry, that is a smart and thinking applicant. So hopefully, yeah, talagang bracket namin ng mga Canadian schools sa Ontario, pare-pareho lang naman yung tuition fee namin, and also with the Confed. And I believe na hindi man tayo pinakamahal, Cristel, hindi rin tayo pinakamura in the industry.
And yun nga, as mentioned by Gelson, na if nandun ka sa tamang location, it creates opportunities for you and your family.
Correct.
Yes. How about in Confed, Cristel? Yung average tuition fee nyo, same lang ba with Mohawk? Or
Yeah.
if meron kang
Yeah.
like yung mga post-degree programs nyo, nasa magkano ba yung tuition fee?
Yun, similar siya. Pero I guess I'll be providing information na yung na-mention ni Sir Gelson, it's not just the tuition fee, that includes also the ancillary fees. So healthcare, insurance nila, kasama na, and other perks of being a student. And that's why
Student support.
yes, student support, which is very important. Recreational center, the services, the facilities that they can use, embedded na siya. So may mga kanya tayong perks, and that's why, like what I said, it may look, what Sir Gelson mentioned, it may look quite hefty, pero again, inclusive na yung mga fees dyan. Okay? So yeah, it's pretty much the same.
Okay, thank you, Cristel. And again, for specific questions like ano ba yung program na pwede sa akin with this background, I posted also the link kung saan kayo magpapa-schedule ng assessment and consultation. So ito yung first step, yung pag-attend ng webinar, and the second step is make a consultation with us. Definitely, we can answer all your inquiries, and para at least may time din kami to prepare and also search what are the right programs for you. And I guess that's it. Cristel, any last words, Cristel and Gelson? You first, Cristel.
Okay. All right. So thank you to our live viewers via Facebook and YouTube. Maraming salamat. And we thank you, our partner, Kanata, for the support that you've been giving us. And of course, to Sir Gelson of Mohawk, always a pleasure. And I look forward to see you again very soon. And going back to our prospective clients together with Kanata, determine really the whole picture. No, don't just look at one perspective. Kailangan buong anggulo, from the cost of living, long-term opportunities, employment, yung support, yung mga community, the industries in the area. So it entails a lot of facets. So with this, it's not really like you can make a decision right now, but it helps a lot. That's why we're very fortunate na si Kanata keeps on doing this advocacy and this campaign to educate a lot of our kababayan. So, yun. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Crystal. Johnson.
Of course, it's an honor and a pleasure to share the stage with my tweenie Confed College, Cristel. As what I've said, we'll always bring out the best with each other, and that's what we'll always do forever and ever. And of course, thank you all so much to our YouTuber watchers and to Team Friday Night with Kanata, spending their hot summer evenings with us. What more can be a better and perfect way than to start thinking and planning for your Canadian dreams? And it's so timely that kami ang presenter for tonight, somehow that would really help you decide to push your dreams. Instead of asking, give me a school na may pinakamurang tuition fee, ask rather, give me a school and a location that perfectly suited for my industry. And I know that I've been so with my conviction that hopefully if you're into healthcare industry, you know where to position yourself in Hamilton City, the healthcare capital of Canada. So hopefully you'll consider Mohawk College. And again, if not now, then when? So now is the right time. Never procrastinate because andyan naman kami natutulong sa inyo, especially with Kanata. Hope to see you in January intake 2024. And your ate and kuya ng mga Pinoys, ng mga estudyante ng Mohawk is waiting for you, giving you 150% support. See you there and have a wonderful evening.
Thanks, Johnson. And again, Kanata Educational Consultancy Services provides free assessment, free consultation, and free assistance on the visa and school application. So we don't collect any processing fee from the students. So, Martin?
All right. Thank you, everyone, for taking your time and spending it with us on Friday night. I hope we are able to answer all your questions. So again, I would like to mention, just click on the link for you to be able to book a consultation with us so that we can answer more personal questions. And rest assured that the services are free. So we'll assist you and it's going to be free. Again, thank you, everyone. I hope you have a happy weekend.
All
Bye,
right.
everyone. Thank
Bye,
you.
guys.
Good weekend.
Crystal and Johnson, stay muna tayo. Yes.